want to welcome everybody to the first ever little 7 minutes or less show with Brother Bruce from First Methodist Malvern. He's senior pastor. And what we're going to talk about are topical issues, or we'll talk about issues that are more timely and as far as Christianity goes, or as far as just the general situation as things pertain to Christianity. So welcome. I'm glad you agreed to do this thing.
Thank you. It's stretching me.
Well, Brother Bruce, and we're going to do 7 minutes. We're calling it 7 minutes. So it's 7 minutes or less.
Less.
Okay, or less.
Well, mostly less.
Anyway, but I'm sure we will be able to do some good stuff here. Let me just ask you, off the top of your head, what is the state of religion today and Christianity? How do you visualize it?
Well, in our culture, I think there's a lot of spiritual hunger. But in the last 30 or 40 years, people have been told that Christianity, we've already tried that, and it's not the answer to our spiritual hunger. So what I find a lot of times is that people have to search through a lot of different things before they get to Christianity and just finding out what Christianity is about. They assume that they know what it is, and so they leave it for last a lot of times. But our faith in Christ has stood the test of time, and it's tremendous in the depth of what it offers a person and a family and culture and society. So it's my hope that we'll kind of rediscover that in the next couple of decades, and I think it could happen. We could have a revival in a sense.
What do you see as the triggering mechanism in something like that?
I always think it's really about difficulties and hardships. As long as life is good, we're not interested in anything spiritual. But as our culture encounters difficulties, we discover that we're searching spiritually, and I think we are searching spiritually more and more.
Do you think the youth of today, and of course the youth are the folks that are staying away from church more and more, the older people are the ones who grew up with the habit of going to church. So the younger people are the ones who are testing. At least that's what I read. Yeah. So is that what you kind of feel too? Do you, in talking to youth, do you feel this is something?
Oh, definitely. I mean, youth, they don't even know who Jesus is. So it is an interesting world. Then you have a lot of people who left the church over the last 20 years who are our age and maybe a little younger. There are a lot of unchurched people, even in the Bible Belt. So, but the young generation, the youngest generation, are really the seekers and the searchers,
You told me one time, you said that the main reason people go back to church or seek God is when they're at the low rung of the ladder.
It's true. I mean, that's the only reason I'm a Christian. I was at the lowest of my life at age 15, and so I discovered faith when I was at my lowest. There are some other situations that bring us to search more diligently. A change in life, whether it's loss of job or a new job, a new marriage, the birth of a child, retirement even. When we make those big changes in life, sometimes it awakens us to our need for something more, and turns out to be, we sense that we need God, and so we search. So a lot of things, but mostly those real difficulties in life, whether it's drug addiction and abuse, physical, emotional abuse, hard times financially, hard times medically. We have medical problems, we turn to God. So a lot of opportunities for people to find God in life.
Let's imagine just a scenario you encounter a young person in their 20s, the millennials, what would you say to them if they questioned you, and because they knew you were a pastor, if they questioned you about Jesus, in simple terms, what would you tell them?
Well, you know, either Jesus is who he claimed to be or he isn't. I never doubt that people should question that, that they should search out the truth about that. But Jesus didn't just claim to be a good moral teacher or a good person. Over and over in the Gospels, he claims to be the Son of God, not a Son of God, but the Son of God and the Messiah. So I understand when people want to test that. I just want to challenge them to actually test it and find out if it's true. You know, to be agnostic about it all, to act like you don't care whether it's true or not, it's the most important question in the world. Is there a God? Does God exist? The most important question in life is really that question. And then to me, the second question is, well, who is this God? Jesus claims to reveal who God is. And so to seek that, to search it out, to find out the truth about it, to me is the most crucial thing a person could ever do in life.
Well, now that didn't hurt, did it? That was less than 7 minutes. And as I said, this is very rough. This is the first ever that we've doing this thing, and we're going to see how it works. But anyway, we're hopeful that if you like it, if you think there's promise, and you'll continue to watch, share it with your friends. You will find this on our Vimeo channel, and we'll put that address at the bottom of the screen for future, so you can bookmark that page if you like on your browser. But anyway, we'll show it on Facebook as a where you can go with a link. And if you'd like to have a question answered, please just send it to us by email, and that address is on the bottom of the screen right now for you. So we hope you will come back. We're going to try to do this every Tuesday and have you something different, okay? So Brother Bruce, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. And
can I add a disclaimer? Tony gave me no clue as to what we're talking about. This is really tough and cold, but I appreciate it.
But
it
you
was
did
fun.
well. You did well. Thanks so much. We'll see you again, everybody. Thank you.